A very good morning, Dutch bike blogger here, and on an early ride to home. Wasn't that busy, so I could leave early. Really nice. Little closure of one lane of the road, just drive around it, not making a fuss about it. Totally not necessary. Well, like last video this morning, see link in description box. I'm using firmware version 1.5.5. It's a new one for me, never used it before. Try to figure out what the new features are and if it's going to work for me. Did not see any footage yet, so I don't know. But I do know that I set the light exposure value in ISO to automatic. Exposure value to 0, neutral. Sound is, by the way, maximum. It's on, I hope. Low light settings are still on. I wanted to test if it makes a difference in quality of the video when the low light settings are on or off during daylight. So I will have to stop somewhere, change things and continue. Little wind from the left. Not really making a really long bike trip, by the way, but about 18-20 minutes or so, not sure. Have to see about that. Well, nice that I'm off from work so I can go home early. Have to go do some grocery shopping out of soda, so I'm gonna buy that. Not sure if it's going to the Albert Heijn or the Lidl. Must have a look at that. Should stay dry for the time being. No drizzle, no rain expected. Little bumpy road here, not the best. Really can see that it's more open. They cut some trees here, which of course is fine. Well, Paderbornbrug, I'm not even going to bother with it because it's still out, still not there. Let's go over the main road. Could have taken a wider turn to the Van Starkenborg Canal, but that's not something I would like to do. What I am going to do is stop for a little bit and change the settings of the camera. Change the settings from low light conditions on to low light conditions off. Probably should not make a real difference. But I will see that when I get home. Remind me when I go to work tomorrow in the dark, I have to change the settings again. Low light settings on. And change the exposure value. Checking. I was thinking about changing the file format from MOV to MP4, but that's probably not a good idea to do that in one movie, because I have to render it, and when I render I have to choose between MOV and MP4, so not sure if that's a good idea to test it in one movie. I should then make 2 movies of it, which of course can be done. So for the time being this will be an MOV output, 2K 2560 times 1440 with a bitrate of 30K, 30,000 bits. Sometimes it renders a little bit less, but up and around that mark I want to have it. Actually could render in a higher bit rate, but then the file size will double. Takes space on my hard disk and takes time to upload. The bigger the file, the longer it gets, longer it takes to upload. Screwdriver who thinks he owns the world. It's not, mate. Somehow I got wind from the front now. Not sure how that happened. Well, it's busy with traffic, so I have to wait a little, or not. Nope. Not necessary to wait, I can slip through. By the way, a little remark about the video quality. When I see my original footage played back on my computer, footage from what I made on the camera without editing, is much sharper and clearer and better quality than the video that ends up at YouTube. When I make a movie, I render it, and then the quality is also quite good. But when I upload it on YouTube, there is a big compression on it, because YouTube likes to store the movies. But when you have to store the movies, like YouTube has to do, they really like to compress it, otherwise the data centers will get overflown with data, so there is a big compression rate on it, which again results in the playback quality. When they say you watch 4K, the 4K you watch on YouTube with a sufficient TV with it or computer screen, is always less quality than the original file. I can see details in the original file which are no way on YouTube, so that's a little bit sad sometimes, because you go for high quality and it just doesn't add up or work. By the way, all the videos I make is in 2K at the moment. I would make them in 4K if there was stabilization. Electronic image stabilization available in 4K on this camera. It's not, so don't bother with it. What I do remember about the software file, the firmware version 1.5.5, they added some little bit better stability for the gyro. Hopefully that will work out, and if not, like I said in the last movie, I can always put an older version back to the last known good. Sort of a backup. You have to make it yourself. See also link in the description for the file to download for this specific camera. It's a bin file, binary, not looked up the code, it's not that big by the way. Well, don't make it harder for the cleaning lady running around with a vacuum cleaner in the middle of the road. Just go around. Well, hope this update and the testing of it does make some sense for you. Hopefully you, when the update of course works for the software, you can use it also. Otherwise, of course, feel free to use the version you like. If something works for you and you really like another version, well, please use it, keep using it, no problem. You don't have to pick up the newest one. I hope, by the way, the sound is a little bit okay. Hopefully that didn't change anything about it, because the sound at version 1.5.1 was great. That's all the other videos before these, this one and the one before this one. Sound was okay, or great actually. Sometimes in the waterproof case not so much, but that's more because it's, well, the microphone is muffled by the waterproof case. I normally don't use the waterproof case, I only use the slimline case. The case is only, well, not covering the front and the back, only the top, bottom and the sides. Of course there is room for the buttons. It's a nice fitting case, doesn't rattle at all. If you hear any rattle, that's my jacket against the back of the camera. Quite good investment. Of course, you're in rainy conditions or wet or whatnot or damp, please use the waterproof case, but don't expect great sound out of it. Also, another option, the waterproof case with a different back door, delivered to me with a different back, which is partly open on some slots. Also makes it, of course, partly waterproof, but it is for having better sound. Well, the children's playground at school. Well, almost made it to home. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope this update was, or this information was useful for you. If you'd like to comment, please do so. If you have any questions, also ask them in the comment section below. Look at the description box, there will be info. Have a great day and see you next time. Try to be safe out there.